like a doubt. Okay, because I forget that I have to tell, because I have a lot of batches, and a lot of students. So it slips out of my mind. Okay, that I had to tell this student this question. Okay, so always ask me. Don't be afraid to ask anything. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So, this data handling question, it was yes, this one. We have this double bar graph. We have this data. We have to make a double bar graph of this. What is this data? But in this data, we have two cities. First is Margate. Second is Aberdeen. Okay, and there are hours of sunshine in every month. Okay, so like I'm gonna make the table for it. Um, like this graph for it. So let's say in graph, let's say that uh, here I am taking the months. Here I am taking the months. Abdul Rahman, never forget to mention the
Sir, I
uh,
just joined.
yes, Salima, I am telling the doubt of a okay, bache. I'm just telling a
I
doubt of
was
data
unable
handling.
to join.
That's okay, bache. That's okay. That's totally fine. I'm just telling a doubt, so don't worry. I've just started it. So here we are writing months,
Okay,
and
sir.
here we are writing hours. Okay, so months, what are there? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, December. Here are the months. Now, but in this, we are gonna keep R, so we're gonna take it at 1, 2. Let's take it to 8 or 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, hours of sunshine. Hours of sunshine. Sunshine. I'm writing SS. Now, bache, in Margate, I'm taking it as the normal box, Margate. इसको इधर रखते हैं. Normal box is Margate, and the shaded one is Aberdeen. Okay, so now in this, in Margate, hours of sunshine in January are 2. Okay, I'll draw it with green color. Sorry for the yes, 2. And in Aberdeen, they are 1.5. So Aberdeen, they are 1.5 like this. Okay, then in February, 3.5, 3, 1/4, and 3. So 3, 1/4 would be approximately here, like this, and 3 is approximately here. Okay, shaded. Now in March, 4 and 3, 1/2. So 4 and 3, 1/2. Abdullah, now is it clear? How are you gonna make this?
Yes, sir. Thank you for
Okay.
helping.
Yeah. What I want you to do is all of you make this graph, because none other than Abdul Rahman have submitted their homework for this one. Okay, you should submit your homework, guys. Make this graph right now and complete it. First, make the table. First, make the table in
Sir,
your. Yes, Abdul Rahman.
should we do this in a graph paper or just a normal paper?
You I think a normal paper is fine, because in a graph paper, yes, it does accurately, but for every question for practice, you don't need to do it on a graph paper. Okay,
Okay.
it's better if you do it in a graph paper, but again, a wastage of graph paper. You can do it on normal paper if you feel like, but in exam you have to do it in a graph paper. Graph paper is easier to comprehend. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
guys, I'm pasting this here. So first make this table. All of you make this table. When you will be done, then I'll show you the graph.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm done making the table.
Others are done making the table.
No, sir, give me one moment.
Take your time.
Sir, I have completed.
Okay, Abdul. Now make the graph and completed graph. The graph according to the table.
Sir, can you explain the fraction part?
Yes, Halima, sure. But in the January, it was 2 and a 1.5. So I'll zoom it a bit. ठीक है मैं थोड़ा zoom करके बनाता हूँ. If I look at the only the January part, it is like this. Here is January. And here is, let's say, 1. I've zoomed in a bit. 2. So Halima, between 1 and 2, there is 1.5 also, right? This is 0.5, 0.1, 0.2 in a graph. Halima, if you see a graph, right, I'll show you a graph. Paper. See.
Yes, sir. There are like small lines in it.
Yes, exactly, exactly. What are those lines? I'll tell you. Just let it open. Just a minute.
Sir,
See,
there are any
hang over.
notes. Math? इसका कौन? नहीं. नहीं.
See, in a graph, na, you see in between them there are lines. This is 0. If I take this as 1, if I take this as 2, so there would be 10 lines. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 would be here. Half line. See, these half lines. This is 2. This is 3.5. This is 2.5. This is 1.5. This is 0.5. Like this. Okay, so like if you zoom it or zyada, if you zoom it more, you what you see is which is that there are lines between them, and there are 10 lines between each of them. Okay, so what does it actually represent? It represents that in this graph,
Sir,
there are lines. In this graph, actually, there are lines. So this is that's why how it is fraction. Okay, so now so now it was given 1.5. So which 1.5 means 1.5. So 1.5 would be lying between exactly between 1 and 2. So that is why first one was January was 2 in Margate, and Aberdeen it was 1.5 till here. Is this clear now, Halima?
yes, sir.
Okay. Make the graph and complete the rest of the table, rest of the graph. Ayush and Salman, are you doing it as well?
Sir,
Yes, Abdul Rahman.
could you teach me on the part May? I could not understand how to solve the graph with a fraction, like a mixed fraction.
Sure. There is May. But May is 7, 3 by 4 and 5.5. See. But this is very simple. 7, 3 by 4 means 7, 3 by 4 means you solve 3 by 4 only. But 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75. Okay. 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75. No need to solve first. 7 4 is 28 plus 3, 31, 31 by 4. Then you solve it. No need. What you can do is see, I can see that it is 7. 7 is the whole. So at least it is greater than 7. And then 7 and 3 by 4. It is 7, 3 by 4 means 7 whole parts and 3 by 4 fraction. This is what a mixed fraction means, right? That's 7 whole parts and a 3 by 4 fraction. So 7 whole till here, and then rest of that 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 would approximately come like here. It is because it is 0.75. So this is how it would come. If I say that it is 5.5. But 5.5 means 5 and this half. But say this half, if you find out this half, if you find out in decimal, this would come out as 200.1 5s are 10. Okay, so it would come as 0. So now Subhachi, this is coming as 0. Half is 0.5. Half is what? 0.5. So Bachi, this is equal to 5.5. Is this clear, guys? 5.5
Yes, sir.
or 5.5, it is the same. So what I'm writing is, in May it is 7 3 by 4. So May is 7 3 by 4 till here, 3 by 4, 11 3 by 4 is here. Actually 7 3 by 4, if you solve 3 by 4, bache, 3 by 4 if you solve, this would come as 0.75. So 7 3 by 4 means 7.75. So it is approximately equal to here. And May 2nd is 5.5. So 5.5 would be approximately here. So it is still here. I hope now you got it. How to do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please not complete this.
But sir, it is 0.75. Then why did you rate it as 7.75?
Okay, good question. Good question. See, but just 7 and 3 by 4. This was 7 plus, this means actually means 7 plus 0.75. Okay, this actually means, otherwise what would you do? You would write 70.75. No, that would be wrong. That would be way too much, right? That would be way too much. We at least know that this is less than 8. Okay, so actually this is and 7 and 3 by 4, right? So 7 and 3 by 4. So 7 and 3 by 4 means and 0.75, and means if you are adding. Got it, bache? See, I'll explain it. If you say 1 by 2, bache, 1 by 2 we can directly write as 1, and this is zero point 0.5. So I'll write plus zero point 0.5, so that is 1.5. Now you'll say, sir, why did we write 1.5? It was 0.5. But if you solve it, 2 ones are 2, plus 1 is 3. So this would be equal to 3 by 2. 3 by 2, if you solve, this will come as 1.5. So now is this clear? Why is it,
So,
why are we writing like this? Yes, Harima?
so let that be 0.05, right? Because
Okay.
over there, when you zoom it in the data bar graph, you
Yeah.
can easily put in 0.5.
Yeah, true. We can, like, if you say that it is, sir, 1 and 0.5, but this and doesn't make any sense, right? How will you say that it is 1 and 0.5? Or how will you say that it is 7 and 3 by 4, 7 and 0.35, 75, right? Whatever. You will say that you exactly mark it, because if you zoom and mark it, now you won't write that here it is 7.1. You write it like this, 7.1, 7.2. You would write it like this, 7.5 here. Okay, you won't write
Hmm.
0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and then reach 0.5. You will eventually be writing it as 7.5. So now is this clear?
Yeah.
Abdul Rahman, you are asking something?
Yes, sir. Sir, could you scroll back up that you have wrote?
Okay, here it is.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Are you done, guys? We are moving ahead. Is this clear? Ayush and Salman, what about you guys? What are you doing?
We are good. I'm done.
What?
Sir, I'm done. I was having some internet issue.
Okay. So, guys, can we move on to our chapter now?
Yes, sir, sure, sure. I'm there.
Abdul Rahman, Halima?
Yes, sir, you can move on.
Sir,
Okay.
you can move on.
So, but starting with pairs of lines. Pairs of lines. Which is the first type of lines are intersecting lines. What are they? Intersecting lines. What are intersecting lines? Two lines which cross each other, which cut each other. This and this. Okay, they are intersecting lines. Easy, clear, guys. What are intersecting lines? Two lines which cross each other. Even they are intersecting lines because they are actually touching each other at a point. Okay, even which is they are intersecting lines. So you say sir, they are not touching each other at any point. Which we can extend these lines. Okay, in any direction. So eventually they will be meeting. So they are also intersecting. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, Abdul Rahman.
so a line can go infinitely.
Yes, it can.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So now intersecting lines are these. I hope intersecting lines is clear to you all. Which is the second type of lines we are going to discuss is. Actually, first of all, under intersecting lines only, let's discuss one special type of lines that are perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines. What are perpendicular lines? See, lines which are at 90 degree to each other. Shall I add the definition for this also? Lines which cut each other at any point. Lines which cut each other at one point. Okay, so perpendicular lines is this. These are perpendicular lines. They are cutting at 90 degree, or this, or this. Because these are all perpendicular lines. Lines which cut each other at 90 degrees. Lines which cut or touch each other. Cut or touch each other at 90 degrees. Guys, is that clear? What are perpendicular lines and what are intersecting lines?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now the third type of lines, and that the most important ones
Sir,
are. Yes, Halima.
sir, in perpendicular lines, how will we
Mm-hmm.
understand if it is in 90 degree?
Actually, it would be given in the question. Na? It would be given like this box. Perpendicular lines,
Oh,
they give a box. Even in a right angle triangle, they give it like this, right? They show it like this.
Sir,
yeah.
Yes, Abdurrahman?
um, or can I go to the washroom? Just
Sure. Which is the second type of lines is parallel lines. Parallel lines. What are parallel lines? Lines. पहले बना के दिखा देता हूँ क्या होता है. Which parallel lines are these? Two lines which are in front of each other at a same distance from every point. Lines which are at a same distance, which are at a same distance from any point, they never meet. Which is they are not intersecting lines, they never meet. Okay, what does this mean? They never meet. Which is this means that even if I extend them, no, the distance between them would remain the same. Okay, distance between them would remain the same. So they are parallel lines. Is parallel lines clear to you? What are they? Why is parallel lines clear?
Sir, like right in front or like right in
Hmm.
right in
Okay.
front or left or side like that.
See, Vashi, it's very easy. Can you see my hands? My hands are facing each other at the same position.
Hmm.
Even if I take increase my both the hands, they are at the same distance. This is parallel. Parallel means because side by side of it, they cannot meet. Okay,
Yeah.
they cannot meet. That is known as parallel. So is parallel clear? What is parallel lines? Which are at the same distance from every point. If you check the distance between here it is, let's say, 5 centimeter. But it would here it also it would remain 5 centimeter. 10,000 kilometers far also it would remain 5 centimeters only their distance.
Hmm.
Okay, they would never meet. They would never meet. They are right like this. They are because straight. आमने सामने एक दूसरे के. Okay, like mirror image of each other. Is this clear? What are parallel lines? Please note this down, all of you.
Hmm. Sir, can you go to perpendicular lines?
Others are done writing this. Shall I score it down?
Yes.
Yeah, write this. All of you are done writing this?
Yes, sir.
Halima, Abdul Rahman?
Sir,
Yes,
can you
sir.
give me 1 minute?
Okay, take it.
Sir, can you give me 1 minute?
Sure, Halima.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, yes. Now coming to parallel lines only. Okay, let's draw a pair of parallel lines. This and this. These lines are parallel. Let's say this is L, this is M. I've drawn two lines, L and M. They are parallel to each other. How do we show parallel lines? But if I have two arrows in the middle like this, on both the lines, this means that these lines are parallel. Okay. Now, what we can do is in this, these two parallel lines, let's say there is a line. So we can let's remove the arrows. Let's say there is a line which is cutting these two parallel lines. But see the line which cuts the parallel lines, this is known as a transversal. What do we call it? Transversal.
Transfer. Sir,
Okay. So now, yes, Halima.
nothing, sir.
Okay. So this transversal cuts a pair of parallel lines. Very simple. What is a transversal? The line which cuts a pair of parallel lines. Now there are some angles made by a transversal, which is the first type of angle that we will be discussing is a co-interior angle. Co-interior angle. See, this is a transversal, this is a line L, this is a line M. Now what's it? This transversal T is cutting these two lines. Now let's say I have this angle, and in this is angle 1, and this I have second angle, and in this is angle 2. But see, these angles, they are known as co-interior angles. How come co-interior? See, it is on here. First of all, I'm going to show the interior part. But see, always remember the part between the two parallel lines is known as the interior. And part outside the two parallel lines, what do we call it? Exterior. First of all, guys, can you repeat what is interior, what is exterior?
Sir, interior is that inside the parallel
Yeah,
lines,
correct.
they are called interior angles, and outside the parallel lines are called the exterior angles.
Yes. Inside the parallel lines, what is between the parallel lines, that is known as interior. Okay. So here I have this interior part here. Okay. Now these angles are on the same side of the transversal or opposite side of the transversal? Like
Opposite.
no. I mean that they are on one side of the transversal, or like one is on one side and another is on another. They are on one side only, right? See, this is the transversal. What is this? This is the transversal. So they are on one side of the transversal, right? Both the angles. So basically this is known as co. What do we call this? Co. Co means on the same side. So both the angles are on the same side and they are on the interior. So basically they are known as co-interior angles. What are they known as? Co-interior angles. Co means on the same side of the transversal. Both angles on same side of the transversal. Both angles on same side of transversal. Same side of T. Interior means both angles are in the interior of the figure of the parallel lines and angles. So first of all, they are known as co-interior angles. Now, what is the point of these co-interior angles? But the point is co-interior angles are supplementary. So therefore, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, guys, angle 1 plus angle 2 are 180 degrees. Okay, their sum is equal to 180 degrees. Is this clear, guys, all of you? What are co-interior angles and what is their sum? Co-interior angles are these between the parallel
Yes,
lines
sir.
when it is a transversal and on the same side. So same side means co, interior means between the parallel lines. Okay, so angle 1 and angle 2, their sum is equal to 180 degrees. Is this clear, all of you? Abdul Rahman, Salman, Halima,
Yes, sir.
Ayush.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about the
Sir,
others? Any doubts? Yes, Halima.
can you explain about the angles, like adding them?
Which see. How do I explain angles? See, Halima. But just remember that angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. They are co-interior angles. That means their sum is equal to 180 degrees. So let's say if angle 1 is equal to 100 degrees, so angle 2 would be equal to 80 degrees. This is what it means. Is this clear?
So, sir, it should be is equal to 180 degree.
Yes, their sum should be
Yeah,
equal to
their
180
sum should
degrees.
be equal to 180 degree. So, if
Definitely.
the question asks the find the other angle in this,
Yes.
okay,
Yes. Is this clear?
and one angle sum is given.
Yes. Guys, I did tell you vertically opposite angles and linear pair, right? I told you
Yeah.
that, na? Yeah, so linear pair also it was the same. One angle was given, we needed to find the other. Which here also it is the same. This sum is 180. One would be given, you need to find another.
Sir, sir, can I
Hmm.
draw in this 1 minute?
Yeah, take your time. Write this down. I want it to be written in your notebooks.
So you taught it's about co-interior angles, right?
Yes, co-interior angles.
So, what if the angle sum is like outside?
Like angles are outside,
Yeah.
but they are not co-interior angles. They are different angles. Okay, we'll be learning about all the angles. Okay, what are the possibilities?
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, what is the definition for co?
Say co means on the same side of the transversal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Others also please write this down. Okay, guys, the ones who are done, we'll be continuing this in the next class. Okay. We are ending this class. The ones who are done, they can leave. Okay. Thank you.
What, sir?
The ones who are done, Bachir, they can leave. We'll be continuing this in the next class. We are done for today's class.
Bye, sir.
Bye, Bachir.